Hey everyone, this is Roman for DS Creative Studio. Welcome back. If you've been following along, you know that I'm in the middle of designing, fabricating, and installing a custom closet shelving system. Today's update is all about making some real progress. This week, I cut out the remaining wood pieces, started assembling the drawers, and worked on some of the finishing details like edge banding to clean up those plywood edges. Plus, I began testing different paint and stain options to get the perfect final look. Let's dive in. Alright, we're going to start like last time with the probing sequence before we start cutting. There's something mesmerizing about watching the CNC work. And in just a short time, we have all of the panels cut and the dados routed. And this is why I love 3D printed hold downs for CNC. You can see we just gave this clamp a kiss with the bit, and there's zero effect. It just cut through the clamp like it was butter. So that's a pretty great result, and it's still doing its job. And then on this sheet, there were a few pieces that didn't cut all the way through on the last pass. Those are easily relieved with a little assistance from the oscillating tool, and we'll just clean these up later on the router table. And then here at the router table, I've got a 1/4 inch downcut bit with a bearing for trimming off all those any excess fuzzies or bits that didn't quite cut through. And once everything is cleaned up, we can start assembling these drawers. I bought these 90-degree clamps on AliExpress. They were a really good deal, and I just don't use them very much because they're a little bit fiddly, and unless both pieces are already kind of secured, it's really hard. And so I figured out what the trick is. You have to clamp it onto one of the pieces first, and then once it's already secured, then it's no problem. So for each of these corners, that's what we do, is just clamp it up 90 degrees, give it some glue, give it a few brads, and on to the next one. I only left the clamps on as long as it took for me to get the next drawer done. They really were just for holding the wood initially while the glue set up and making sure that we had a good 90-degree angle. Now it's time for some edge banding, and I'll start with the drawer faces. The idea for the color was to do the shelves and support in a whitewash that would really color the wood white and kind of get rid of some of that honey yellow tone in the wood, and but would still allow the grain and pattern to sort of show through. And then for the rods and the drawer faces, we were thinking of applying a stain to really make the wood grain pop. What I'm doing here is just practicing different techniques with applying watered down paints of various dilution and different methods for wiping it off to get the best even whitewash effect. I also experimented with a few different samples of stain. We've got early American here, red chestnut, gunstock, and dark walnut, which not really a fan of, a little too dark. Overall, I think gunstock and early American, those are my two favorites. Oh, I found one more stain in the cabinet, English chestnut. Really looks very close to the early American, just a little bit darker. But it's an oil-based stain, so I think we're going to go with the early American. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below and let me know which way you think we should go. That's it for this update. The closet system is really coming together. Due to scheduling, I won't be able to post the final chapter next week, but instead the week after, where I'll be moving on to installing the shelves and mounting everything in place. If you've got any tips for finishing techniques or color choices, drop them in the comments below. We've got 2 weeks to get this done. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next part of the build. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.